Alright guys, hey, welcome back here. We did just a little segment here with Taylor, my special guest, and he was from WFG Financial, and it was a really good segment. It was really awesome.
Lots of information.
Exactly, there was lots of learning, and I felt very enlightened by him, and I felt that I'm going to definitely have to use his services in the future, and I'm going to be learning a lot from the guy, so I think it's going to be great. So we're here now with Geek News, because this is what we do too, the Geek Hour, and I'm here with my new co-host Brooke, and sorry, she got my ring there, and then we're going to talk about a little bit of news. I just want to double check on the link here, so we're going to check on the link one more time. I'm going to make sure I'm connected, and then yeah, we'll just carry on after that. Alright, here we are. We're all connected here. I love how technology makes it so much quicker.
Can get slower sometimes too.
Yes, and it can be a pain in the butt, you know, it can frustrate people some days. Alright. And then me, voila, we are live. Okay, good. Alright guys, so we're back to here to Lethbridge Ghostbusters presents Hook and Ladder the Geek Hour, and with my lovely wife and co-host, Brooke. And we're going to start off with some Ghostbusters news. Ghostbusters is getting a sequel. We just found out the other day. It kind of caught us all by surprise. It was an article that was dropped off in the middle of the night. And yeah, there was a lot of Ghostbusters out there that kind of the rug was taken out from under their feet there. Ghostbusters getting a sequel. Original movie's director Ivan Reitman's son, Jason Reitman, will be taking the helm. And if you guys aren't familiar with Jason Reitman, he is the kid who's from Ghostbusters 2, who ends up walking up to Ray Stantz and ends up saying that you guys suck and you guys are fake. And Dan Aykroyd says a lot of people think we are, but they don't understand the paranormal. That's Jason Reitman. He's directing the new Ghostbusters movie. That'll be releasing this 2020, the summer of 2020. And from what I'm gathering here, they will be using the particle effects that was used in the original movie. And I found that the original effects were a lot more scarier than today's effects.
Still cheesy, but definitely cool.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm really excited that they're going back to the original way of things. And I'm excited that it's staying within the family of the Ghostbusters family. It's not moving on to somebody else. And, you know, Paul Feig, he did a good job, I think, with Ghostbusters 2016, Answer the Call. A lot of people weren't too
excited.
Yeah, they weren't overexcited, and they weren't over-welcoming of the movie, but hey, you know, they took a stab at it, and they did a wonderful job, I thought. And yeah, now we're going to get an original reboot of Ghostbusters, or a sequel, and I'm excited for that.
There's speculation that it's going to be a split gender team this time. Yeah,
there's talk that there's going to be a split gender between two male teenagers and two females. And there's not too much details released on this. There is some details that I have read that there is a possibility that one of the kids might be connected to actually one of the original Ghostbusters. Ooh. Yeah, so if you guys have actually seen the trailer for the teaser that's out there, please check it out. It's amazing. It just has the original Ecto-1, and it's just, yeah, it just blows me away.
I wonder if they're going to try and do anything with it like the Extreme Ghostbusters, where it's a two-girl, two-guy team.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm not too sure. Like, I'm really curious. I'm excited. Like, I hope that the original Ghostbusters are involved. I hope that there's going to have some original people, and I know they're going to have the Ecto-1, which I'm excited to see again up and riding. There is talk on the internet that Dan Aykroyd and Ernie Hudson are looking to star in the movie, or co-star in the movie, or make a cameo or whatever. and I think that would be an amazing thing.
It's iconic.
Exactly.
It almost is like a must that because it's a Ghostbusters movie.
Exactly. It's like Star Wars, completes the circle type feeling. We need to close this void with Ghostbusters.
Even if it's just that cameo.
Yeah, even just the cameo. Just pass off the torch, guys. Hand it off to a new crew, and we'll be happy with that. But yeah, no, I'm excited to see and hear. There's been some speculations and details regarding the storyline that's out there on the web. You guys got to check it out. I don't want to drop any news other than that. The only, I guess, news that I can really drop that I know of is that the episode or the movie might be following an episode that takes place during the Real Ghostbusters cartoon. There is a storyline out there that takes place on Ray's farm, and apparently that's where the teaser shows Ray's farm.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, we're really curious to know if it's going to be based on the episode of the cartoon from the original Real Ghostbusters cartoon. So, I'm excited for that. There are some artwork out there, some concept drawings of the original ghost or of the ghost that they want to use. Again, this is just concept work. I don't know how well. I'm not going to try and show it on here because this character is green and it won't show up well. So I'll post that link or that picture to my page later, and you guys can have a look at it. There's also here we are. There's also some the multiverse, and then there's also some talk about a Ghostbusters multiverse like they did with Spider-Man. And to be honest, I've read all the comics, seen all the movies, played all the games, and I believe Ghostbusters deserves a multiverse. What's your thought? What's your take on it?
I think they've kind of already created that between the comics and the movies and all the different cartoons they've created. Because you got to remember, there's already 2 cartoons, at least, that I can think of. There's the original Ghostbusters that was done like way back when, where they have a gorilla and like.
And that's actually, did you know that's actually a different? That's a different group of Ghostbusters. They mixed that up. People were mixing that up a lot because they thought that Ghostbusters group was connected to that Ghostbusters group, and it's actually not. They ended up. That's why they ended up creating the Real Ghostbusters. So I do know what you're talking about, though. But yeah, no, that original cartoon. I didn't mean to interrupt you, but yeah, no, that original cartoon is it's completely separate from it. But yeah, no, it is another Ghostbusters piece. I think they should actually add that in there because it's Ghostbusters.
Well, and that's what you get with the multiverse, right? Like
exactly.
I mean. Not to bring it up because we're talking about Ghostbusters, not Spider-Man. But I mean, truthfully, when you think about
this is the Geek Hour,
right? You've got like the multiverse where it's Miles Morales, not Peter Parker. You've got the reality where it's Gwen, not Peter. You've
Spider-Ham,
Spider-Man 2099.
Yeah. There's different realms, different universes, and whatnot, and they can mix it up. And like we said here, I read the comics and the books, and they've mixed it up in the comics already. But I would love to see a movie version of it. And I think it would be awesome, to close off some of the original Ghostbusters, hand it off to a different universe or a different age and then different universe, and kind of go on from there. Well, that's awesome. I'm really excited to see what they do with Ghostbusters, so we'll see. We're going to release our ghost. She can be seen on the camera there because she's not a green character or anything. So we are releasing the Librarian, guys. The Librarian is a ghost who is from the first Ghostbusters movie, and she is from our series. She's from Series 2?
She's Series 2.
Yes, this is Series 2, guys. We're premiering Series 2 tonight. We finished our first series of ghosts, our last episode, and that was four ghosts in that one. Stay Puft, Slimer, Terror Dog, and the Rookie Kid. And now we're releasing the Librarian. I'm going to show you guys the Librarian here.
For those of you who don't know who the Librarian is, it was an iconic scene at the very beginning of the first Ghostbusters movie where the human librarian was going through kind of looking at cards, and all of a sudden cards start flying around her, and then a little bit later you see Peter, Ray, and Egon all down in the bottom of the library, and they see her as a roaming apparition.
Yeah.
And I still get this picture in my mind every time where they're just like, get her! And then she freaks out and you see her in her iconic face where she's turned from this peaceful being to, I'm gonna get you.
I'm gonna get you and whatnot and slime you. And yeah, no, I'm really excited to release this new Ghost. She's from our Series 2 Sock Puppet line, guys. And we have all these characters on for sale. We do have T-shirts. That we don't have T-shirts of these characters on hand in our storage, but we do have them available. So if you guys do want to get character T-shirts, you can get character T-shirts.
Just 2 to 3 week wait.
Yes, for sure. And we also have stickers, mini posters of this character, and we will be getting buttons and other Ghostbusters memorabilia and paraphernalia and all that fun stuff that you guys would like to have. We'll be having another Ghost, our next release. I won't be telling you that one now, so we'll be moving on to some video game news. We are having a Power Rangers video game come out, Mortal Kombat style. I'm really excited for this. I'm a Power Rangers geek at heart, growing up as a kid, and
you should see the toys he has at home.
Yeah, exactly. I got all the toys, man. I got the Green Ranger flute. I got the Green Ranger Morpher. I have the Green Ranger
Jagger.
Yeah, that's the flute. The Dragon Zord.
Oh, no, you don't have the sword yet.
Not the sword yet, no. And then I got a few other things, but and a Green Ranger Build-A-Bear.
Yeah.
I had to get the 25th anniversary Green Ranger bear that they were selling. But other than that, guys, I'm a Power Ranger fanatic. Green Ranger is my favorite. Tommy Oliver. There's going to be 4 characters that they have already announced. I'll let you announce them.
So you're looking at Jason as the Red Ranger, Tommy, who's the Green and White Ranger. Of course, you could never go wrong with that. Lord Dracon, Tommy's alter ego, and Gia Moran.
Yeah, Gia Moran,
the Yellow Ranger from Super Mega Force.
Yeah, she's a Power Ranger I've never heard of. I don't know.
There are so many. Again, we go back to the whole multiverse talk.
Exactly.
Power Rangers has so many different multiverses. That's not even funny either.
Yeah, that show has changed up so many times from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers because we grew up on the dinosaurs. So Power Rangers, dinosaurs, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, that was us. And then it went on from there. Don't even know where they are in the story. I have no where they're at.
They were samurais at one point.
Yeah, and I think they were cars. They were Transformer cars or something, and then some alien force. I don't know. I can't follow up, but I try really hard too. I do collect the comics of the Power Rangers series. My wife was just talking about Lord Dracon. Dracon is a alter ego of Tommy that they just created. He's in a different universe. He comes from a different universe. He's evil. He's the big baddie in that world, and he's in the Shattered Grid storyline. He's kidnapping all the Power Rangers, and he is trying to make evil robot clone Rangers, and take over the world. But that's for you guys to check out. He's one of my favorite characters. I'm excited to see that series and see the video game and his character and whatnot. So, Fortnite's always in the news, guys, and I don't care. I love Fortnite. My son's into Fortnite big time.
I'm not a big fan.
And the only reason why I talk about it all the time is because, again, my kid, and because it's geek news. So they're back in the news. They're being sued by Orange Shirt Kid. So if you guys are familiar with Orange Shirt Kid, he's the kid who developed the Orange Justice dance. And there's a lot of people suing Fortnite for their dances. Millie something, I can't remember his name. He's suing them. Carlton from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, he's suing them. And there's a couple other celebrities out there that are suing Fortnite, and like these guys got to get their act together. Start asking for permission, and then you don't have to deal with these lawsuits later on, guys. It's just simple common courtesy. You know what I mean?
Yep.
For sure.
Mortal Kombat 11.
Yeah.
I'm not sure we really needed to get to 11, but Mortal Kombat 11 is coming out.
Yeah, it's just one of those games that are never ending, like Street Fighter and Assassin's Creed and whatnot. Yeah, we're getting another Mortal Kombat game, Mortal Kombat 11, and there's quite a few actually articles out there. I didn't want to get too much into it. There are a few new characters. Ronda Rousey from MMA, UFC, or whatever. She is coming in and voicing Sonya Blade as a character. So you're getting some celebrity voices in there. And yeah, like the list goes on with Mortal Kombat. And there's another thing here, more news of Mortal Kombat. They're coming out with arcade systems. So if you guys remember back in the early 90s, they had those big stand-up box arcade systems that you can play on for a quarter or whatever. They're actually selling them now for $300, guys. We're going to get Mortal Kombat 2, Final Fight, and Golden Tee Classic, and they will cost $300 each. So
Probably
I don't.
400 Canadian.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we saw them in Walmart, and they were at $400.
Yeah, so I'm not too sure what it'll be for Canadian pricing, but American pricing, I think it is for $300. And then we're on to our last little bit of news here. Actually, we're going to do our contest. So for Jess FM and Jess TV here on Hook and Ladder the Geek Hour, we wanted everybody to tune in to the episodes and be able to watch them. And we announced on our Ghostbusters page that we'd be doing contests. Did we forget that? We totally forgot that little prize, right?
Oh, I did leave it. I'm sorry.
No, it's all good. I went out and bought my wife's stock out at her shop of fidget cubes, and we are giving away fidget cubes, guys. Fidget cubes and mini posters of the Ghost that we just released,
As well as a sticker.
So if you guys are tuning into this broadcast, the only way to win this prize is to watch this full broadcast and to get this password. And the password we have released for today is
Gatekeeper.
So there you have it, guys. Gatekeeper. And if you guys are familiar with Ghostbusters lore and whatnot, who the Gatekeeper is, he's part of Zool's little army. So there you guys have it. If you guys want to get into the prize and win and earn free prizes with Lethbridge Ghostbusters, the password is Gatekeeper, and the only way to get this prize is to like, share this post, and to comment that you've watched the video and where the time is of Gatekeeper and what the password is. We want to see that because we want to make sure people are tuning into these shows, you guys. We want to have people sit and watch us, view Jess FM and Jess TV, and get to know us. And we want to give away free stuff too. We love giving away free stuff here at Lethbridge Ghostbusters, and we always love to get all you guys interactive with us and whatnot. That's just how we roll. Entertainment news. Spider-Man Far From Home trailer has been released, and wow. I'm addicted to this movie trailer. I've watched it probably about 5-10 times now, and it's just a 2-minute trailer, guys. Like, there's just so much going on with Spider-Man nowadays, and the Marvel Universe and all those superheroes and all that fun stuff. And they're headed to Europe in the next movie, the next outing, and the next big bad guy is supposed to be Mysterio, but I don't know if he's going to be a bad guy. What do you think? I don't know. He looks like...
The trailer makes it look a little bit on the iffy side. I don't know if he's going to be friend as more anti-hero.
Yeah, friend or foe. We don't know.
Jake Gyllenhaal is playing Mysterio this time around,
Yep.
so...
And it looks like they're doing a good job with his character. Like, his costume looks pretty damn close to the comic.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, and
this is coming from someone who doesn't really do the superhero thing very much. I mean, I am totally geeky, but I'm so sick of Spider-Man at this point.
Yeah, me and my son, we Spider-Man my wife out of the house, and we watch too much superheroes and whatnot. But every time I get into it, I just tell her, "Hey, I'm working. I'm watching news. I'm researching for my show." But yeah, no.
I can start telling you that when I'm gaming.
Yeah, I'm researching for my show. Leave me alone. Yeah, no, I totally feel you, and I'm excited for all this. They're going to be having. It looks like there's 3 Elementos. I don't know if it's going to be Sandman. There's talk that it could be Sandman.
It looked like Sandman.
Yeah, and as well, there's Molten Man, and if you guys are familiar with the Spider-Man cartoons during the 90s, Hydro Man. And Hydro Man, he was a guy who got. He landed in some water that was affected by whatever
radioactivity.
Yeah, and he's able to control water. So I'm really excited to see all of these characters coming from my 90s age, coming up into my adulthood and seeing them on the big screen. I'm really excited to share that with my child. John Wick 3, Parabellum. The trailer has been released, and it looks like John is up for a big fight. The whole Continental is after John, and... yeah, if you've seen John Wick 2,
Or one.
One.
These movies are amazing.
Yeah,
just incredible.
They blow you out of the water. The acting and the fight scenes, everything is just amazing with the shows. And I'm excited to see John back in the screen. I'm excited to see Keanu Reeves and Martin Lawrence back together. Morpheus and Neo from The Matrix. If you guys are familiar with those two.
Matrix will forgive me, but honestly, it makes The Matrix look like a pussy.
Yeah, there you have it. She from the boss. She knows how to judge the movies. Yeah, no, I can't wait to see this movie. I'm super excited. And John Wick.
Yeah, John Wick.
John
Wick. That name should make you quake in your boots.
Yeah. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles getting a reboot again. Wah, wah. Wah. Yeah, well, we just had a reboot. We had Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 1, and they just did a second one. Why do we need to do this? Why, guys? I thought they did an amazing job with this reboot. They did all right for what they did, you know?
They did pretty good.
I don't think they need to change it up. Yeah, I think they're going to try and please the masses out there and try and change up some of the turtles somehow. I don't know. We'll see.
I don't know. We'll see. I mean, I think after the third time it's already been redone, you don't really need to.
Now we're beating a dead horse, guys.
I mean, the cartoons were amazing for anyone who was ever old enough to watch that cartoon. If you've never seen it in your life, I suggest you find it somewhere. Find it on YouTube. Find it on Facebook. Find it, well, I guess not Facebook, but find it on YouTube. Find it on, like, one of those free sites out there that allow you to watch movies. Just find it and watch it. It's an incredible cartoon for its time. And then you get into, like, the movies that they created for their time again. Like, pretty incredible, like, CGIs. Like,
or effects or special effects, whatever they were using.
Because it certainly wasn't CGI.
Yeah, it wasn't CGI.
It was great. Like, it was an incredible movies. And now you get into the newer movies that do have the CGI. And again, they did such a great job. And, you know, they're talking about 99 cheese pizza, which they never mentioned before.
Yeah.
Which would be wonderful. But
yeah, I really want to try that 99 cheese pizza.
Yeah, that would be incredible. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm drilling here, guys. Anyways, so yeah, no, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are getting a reboot, and filming will be beginning this year. X-Men is in the news. Dark Phoenix is coming to theaters, and the reaction is it is a complete embarrassment to the X-Men franchise.
Which is kind of a disappointment because, I mean, for anyone who ever read the comics, Dark Phoenix is supposed to be, like, phenomenal.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be one of the best characters out there. And, I mean, when they first made the first three and they had kind of started to touch on Jean Grey and her abilities and then whatnot, like, the way they were going with that was phenomenal, but then they rebooted, which was fine because, I mean, they were doing a good job showing them as younger. But now, her abilities just, they don't seem real.
Yeah, well, what I read is that they have apparently remade Last Stand. And if anybody has seen Last Stand, did you see that one?
I can't say I did.
No,
I watched
okay,
the second one and I kind of stopped there because I really liked that
Last
one.
Stand,
and
the third one, it was a complete disappointment. They ruined the movie. They said it was crap. And, yeah. And apparently they redid it again. They remade the same movie and with new characters, and it was an embarrassment to all the characters involved is what they're saying. And I feel bad for them, and I hope there's a different opinions out there, but this is just from one critic, so this isn't just our opinion. This is just their opinion. So, yeah, I guess that's that with X-Men. We'll wait and see. We'll see what happens with Jean Grey and the rest of the team.
Deadpool is now Pikachu.
Yeah, guys, here we go. Pikachu is coming to theaters live, and we're getting real live Pokemon movies now. Like, wow, 2019, guys. Pokemon coming to life, and
Ryan Reynolds will be playing Pikachu.
Yeah, Deadpool is Pikachu, and they just released some information. My favorite Pokemon of all time, Mewtwo, is going to be the big baddie in that movie. I'm excited to see that, and there's also going to be a big bad human villain controlling Mewtwo, and we'll see what happens with Detective Pikachu and the gang. Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice is in the news on Facebook, and he is coming to Broadway as a musical. Who knew? I would like to see that. I hope they actually have filming on YouTube or something to show that.
That would be pretty good. I could totally see Beetlejuice as a musical.
Yeah, me too. And I think I think they have nowadays. They could totally pull off the whole storyline from beginning to end on a Broadway studio, and yeah, I don't know. I can't, like I said, I hope they have something on YouTube, and I hope they're able to share it with the world, and I want to see it, because I'm not in New York, and I can't go down there, because I don't have a passport yet. But, yeah, no, I would love to go down to New York and see some Broadway shows, and Beetlejuice would be a show to see.
Who knows, maybe they'll bring it to Calgary.
Yeah, maybe, we'll see what happens. One last news here, you guys. Terminator 6 is coming into production. And you guys got to check this out. I did a comparison picture. I created this picture, and you got to see the new John Connor. And compared to the old one, wow, he's actually pretty close to the old character. And the old John Connor, I feel sorry for you, buddy. You lost yourself. There's a Terminator sitting next to this kid, and they're both flexing their muscles. But yeah, I'm going to show you guys the new John Connor. So here's the new John Connor. Right here, the little kid right here, that's John. And then that's the old kid and whatnot and all that fun stuff. But yeah, there you guys have it. We're having a new Terminator movie, and we are getting a whole new John Connor. And the story is continuing, and Arnold Schwarzenegger is coming back as a Terminator T-800. And what's her name? Hamilton. Linda Hamilton is coming back as Sarah Connor. She's reprising her role. And, yeah, there you guys will have it. We'll have another Terminator movie. I'm excited to see that one. They're going to explain as well how Arnold Schwarzenegger, the Terminator, is getting old. In this movie, they will explain how his skin and how he looks old will continue on and whatnot.
He's aged.
Yeah, so they're going to explain his aging and all that other fun stuff. There was one other thing here I wanted to let you guys know. My wife, she was my special guest last time here from Things Engraved. She did a mug for me for my show Hook and Ladder, the Geek Hour, here for Just FM and Just TV. I wanted to show this off to you guys, because if you guys would like to get some of this Just FM and Just TV paraphernalia, please feel free to hit us up. We'll hook you up. We'll get you some engraving done on, get you some cool logos and stuff. I wanted to show it off here. And, yeah, it's just a really good job, guys. She did the Hook and Ladder, the Geek Hour, and this is something that you can get through Things Engraved. And yeah, I'm sure Just FM and Just TV will be selling these mugs or cups in the near future, and then you guys can get some Just FM gear and get you hooked up, and you can be supporting us and representing us. Other than that, guys, you got any news? No, nothing else.
No, I think
it was a good news broadcast. We had fun with Taylor from
WFG Financial.
World Financial. There, I always get that confused, and I'm really appreciative of him, and I'm really glad that Brooke was able to join me. And thank you so much, you guys. We'll be here again in 2 weeks' time for another episode and another Ghost release. And again, don't forget to get into this contest. If you guys want to get into the contest and get the prizes, please watch all the Just FM videos that you guys can and get the password. The password is Gatekeeper. And share this video, and share Just FM and Just TV.
Just so you know, the time code that we need is when the very first time it was said, not any time after. So the very first time it was said is the time you need to put into your post.
Yeah, and then we can give you guys free stuff from Lethbridge Ghostbusters. Anyways, guys, much love from Devin and Brooke with Lethbridge Ghostbusters, Hook and Ladder, the Geek Hour.